What's up? How you doing? Here we are, dinner time. Beautiful night tonight. Beautiful night. We have the pan, salt, pepper, dill, mint, fresh. 2 pounds of green peas. This is the brand I use. Very good, delicious flavor. Olive oil. Happens to be from Australia. I usually use olive oil from Greece, but that's what I'm using now, and it's very good. So we're gonna cook all that. We got the onion here. Onion makes everything better. Beautiful onion. Gonna use a few carrots and secret ingredient, garlic. And then we're gonna add some Italian sausages that I have in here. These are the sweet kind. That's what I picked today. So we're gonna start by chopping the onion, adding a little bit of olive oil, another secret ingredient. Not really a big secret, but add, 1/4 cup. Olive oil. Too much is never enough. Too much is never enough. Nice color, green. So this is First Harvest, cold press, all that stuff. All the firsts are in here. Very important mixing stick. All right. I mentioned the tomato paste. So we cut. You can smell that fresh. Very juicy there. I will clean that in a minute. So we're gonna chop it, not too big, medium. And the skin. Let's see here. I want to keep it uniform, that way I can chop it up this way much more easier. So I can feel the sulfur burning me a little bit. A little bit it is. So anyway, I'm going to add it in there, let it get soft. Some people say soften, some people say soften. I think soften is the correct way. Love this knife, very sharp. Full tang, it's the only kind I get, full tang. Remember Tang in the 70s? They had that commercial, they would say astronauts took this to the moon. Invented for astronauts. I had Tang probably like twice in my life. My favorite, and it's a little bit different now, but back then my favorite was Tropicana. 100% premium. Like you were buying gasoline or something. Alright, so we're gonna start this up. and wait a minute. Like the dill, fresh dill. And mint, refreshing. I know I mentioned it before, but I'm mentioning it again because it's worthy of a second mention. You smell all that right now? Delicious. And like I said, we have the Italian sausages. All right. I actually have a plastic, it's like a little shovel thing for food, but it's inside now. I'll use it next time. Now I use a knife to increase my odds of cutting my hand. Oh, sharp knives, they're not forgiving at all. You get a little edge in you and it'll cut you open. One time, about 2-3 years back, I bought a brand new knife, and it smells great. Anyway, I opened up the knife and it was razor sharp, razor sharp. Mama's boy, tough guy with the horn. All right, so bought this knife, very sharp, and I don't know, I went to open it in a funny way, and the blade went into my thumb, and my thumb was leaking blood. So and it took a while to heal, but you know, eventually it healed, and it healed well. I mean, it was like I got stitches. All right, we chop up the carrots next, and we chop off the ends, make them nice and smooth, or as my father would say, smooth. I know I've said this story before, but that's life. My father was looking for a station wagon years ago, an older one. Wanted it for, you know, hauling things, lumber. And so he was looking for an older station wagon. And he saw one in the ads. So we went to the place to see the station wagon. It was a beautiful station wagon. Young guy, he had restored the whole thing, new paint job, and he made it into a muscle car, like a muscle station wagon. The engine was all chrome inside. He souped it up, and the mufflers were the sports car mufflers, where it sounded like thunder when you would start it. So the car was off, and the guy says, my father was looking at it, he goes, "Oh, very nice, good paint job." And guy opens up the hood, awesome engine, just, you know, professionally done. Guy spent a good amount of money. I appreciated it because, you know, I'm a fan of those muscle cars. So guy says to my father, "You want to hear the engine?" Thought he was going to impress my father with the engine. So he gets in, he starts it up, and it roared. It was like bum 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 bum, you know, like really, you know, like a GTO muscle car. And guy looks at my father. He goes, "Smooth, huh?" And my father says, "Yeah, smooth." So we leave. We get in my father's other station wagon. We're driving away, and he's like, "You believe that guy telling me that car sounds smooth? Car needed a muffler." I go, "No, it did not need a muffler. That's the way it's supposed to sound." So, yeah, my father wanted it to be silent. Didn't want to hear that noise. You know, I thought it needed a muffler. It didn't need a muffler. All right, so we're going to cut these relatively thin because I don't want to be here 6 years waiting for these to be done. I will put them as I cut them, because what happens is they roll away. These things should be oval. That way they won't roll away. But that's why I get extras, because you're always going to lose a few. And once they fall to the ground, that's the end of it. I don't put them back in. I'll tell you a funny story about people putting stuff back in. So my father was visiting somebody he kind of knew. The guy had like a pizza place or something, and he was making a steak sandwich for somebody. And as he's making it, the steak fell on the floor, and the floor was filthy. And a guy picks it off the floor, doesn't wash it, puts it back on the grill, continues cooking it. My father goes, "What are you doing?" Guys, look, I'm cooking the steak. He goes, "You're not going to throw that out? You're going to give it to the guy like that?" He's like, "Yeah, they're going to think it's salt, the crunchiness." So, got on my father's nerves. Yeah, you don't know what goes on in the back there in the kitchens. I have no idea. Stuff falls on the ground. People walking on that floor. Great, great smell. I feel if I go too fast cutting, I'll take off a thumb. Then I won't have the opposable thumbs. Very nice. It's a lot of carrots, but we like rabbits, so we like carrots. You know, when I go out to the desert, every once in a while, one of those big jackrabbits will run or hop next to my car, my truck here, and I noticed that they can go about 30 miles an hour hopping like that. All right, one more piece. Yeah, 30 miles an hour is very fast for an animal. A human being, the bolt, fastest human being, they do about 27 miles an hour, and that's for a short distance. You know, a rabbit, 30 miles an hour, keeping up with me. I was looking at the rabbit and I was thinking, you're lucky I don't eat rabbits, otherwise I'd pull over now and grab you. But yeah, I don't eat rabbits. All right, so we let it cook there for about 15 minutes from now. Should be okay. I just want the onions are okay, they're soft, but I want the carrots to get a little bit softer. And then I'm going to put some garlic here. Put 5. My father called these things garlics. Went to a pizza place one time, wanted a steak and cheese sandwich. So the guy, starts making it, and he says to my father, "You want anything else on that?" And first my father said no, and then he thought about it. He said, "Put some garlics powder." And the guy said, "What?" My father said, "Garlics." And then guy said, "What are you saying?" And my father had to explain. The guy, "Oh, you mean garlic?" And my father goes, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying." Then we sit at the table, and my father says to me, their language, and they don't understand. So. Garlic. Got to keep shuffling it around, All right. I don't cut these thin because they'll burn up. So I cut them, a little bit thick, and then they get soft when the olive oil cooks them up. Fantastic night. Good night to light a campfire and tell stories. It's a mama's boy going home with that car. I can feel this knife wants to cut me. I feel it. Like every once in a while it grips on me. Yeah, some of the skin is a little stubborn, but I gotta get it off. All these helicopters going around. All right, get rid of some of that stuff here. You gotta clean as you go, because all right. Like I said, I'm going to cut them a little bit thick because I don't want them to burn up. Now that's a good fragrance. Not for a cologne, but for food, that smells great. So I have the heat on low, so they cook slowly. I don't want to, cook them quickly and they burn up. Plus, I don't want the onions to get brown. I want them to get a little bit yellowish, like that. All right, so I'm going to clear up a little bit here, and I'll be right back in a flash. All right, I'm back. One thing I forgot: potatoes. Potatoes going to go inside the pea. Doesn't sound right? So I have a few potatoes here. That's good enough. Give it a little spin around here. All right, now clear up some of these. So I'm going to clean the skin off like Beetle Bailey from that comic. They always punished him. He had to go clean potatoes in the back with a knife. And then I'll go inside and rinse them off and come back and chop them up. Small pieces, because large pieces you can eat tomorrow morning. You got to cut them small, dice, little dices, dies. When the potatoes are small, I feel like I'm going to chop the top of my fingers off or something. Or not chop them off, but shave them down. All right. All right, I'm gonna go clean those, and I'll be back, get rid of some of this stuff. I'll be back in a flash. Okay, I'm back. Chop these up. They stick, you know, it's like glue, starch. All right. Put them in there quickly, get the food done. I see a little damage on one of them. Got to cut that out. You know, you can't see inside when you're peeling them. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe that's good enough. I'll fry those up later in a little bit, but yeah, that seems like enough. So anyway, I'm going to raise the temperature a little bit here. And I'm going to add some water. This is not spring water, it's filtered water. All right. So, I'm gonna add the salt. Pepper. Now once it starts coming to a boil, I will lower the temperature, and then I will add tomato paste. I need a spoon. I will be back in a flash. I'm back. So, put about that much because it's a bigger serving than last time. Last time I put a tablespoon, but yeah, that on its own smells great. So, 15 minutes, and then I will add the peas, and then it'll be done pretty much, because peas are very fast. You don't have to wait around. Lower this down a bit. All right, I'll be back. I'm not going to sit here just watching it. I mean, I'll watch it. You don't have to watch it. It's called editing. All right, well, I got the fire going over there. I'm going to cook these separately. These are sausages, and this is coming along well. Have a lid here. So, fresh. These are great. These are sweet. They're Italian, and I'm gonna put it on the fire right now so I save some time. Then I will wash my hands. Don't want to cross-contaminate. All right, I'm gonna check up on these now. Nice. See if the carrots are done. Probably need a few more minutes, maybe 4 minutes. Time to add the peas. And we'll put both. It's not even a pound, 10 ounces. I said it before the other time when I made them. I keep thinking it's a pound, but it's not. That's delicious. Now, I need leverage to mix. Needs a touch of water. I mean, there's water in there at the bottom, but I'm going to add a little bit more water. I will be back. I am back. Now, mix it up a little bit and add the water. I'm not going to add that much. Okay, I'm gonna check up on the sausages, and we're almost done. I'm gonna add the dill and the mint, and that's it. Dill and mint. Gonna chop it up, add it in here. That is hot, very hot. Very hot. This is what I need. Okay. So take this up, chop it up. First, the fresh dill goes in. Give it a little mix. Okay. Now, fresh mint. Oh man, that smells awesome. All organic. Although it doesn't have to be, but in this case, it's organic. Okay. I need leverage. We're done. We're done. Sausages finished. They smell great. This is a very, very nice aroma. And the peas, carrots, and potatoes with onions, dill, mint, salt, pepper, olive oil, tomato paste are done as well, or is done. It's one meal. All right, that's it for now. Gonna go inside, feed the family there. Hopefully they like it. If they don't like it, they'll tell me, and then it will become obsolete. But I think they're gonna like it. That's it. I'm out of here right now. Ciao.